Hey, how you doing there again, folks? Me again, of course, Brandon Wenzel. Come back at you. Another offering off my sampler platter. Yes, indeed, folks. Time for these series videos I'm going to do for a little while now. I go over their travel food and drink items. I eat stuff, I drink stuff, then, folks, I'm going to talk about stuff. I'm going to let you know all that you need to know about hopefully delicious stuff that time I'm doing this, folks, I'm not going to lie. I'm doing another one of these reviews because I keep running into stuff. But we'll get to that. Folks, it's super simple format. I'm going to go over there. I'm going to try out food and or drink items for you. Whilst I'm doing so, I'm yammering on about it for a bit. Whilst I'm doing all that, I am inside my truck. And whilst I'm doing all that, folks, boom, I'm wearing grody work clothes. Typically, when I'm inside the truck and I'm wearing grody work clothes, that means I was on my way home from work and I found some shit to review for you. But that's not the case today. Actually, I bought this probably about a week ago or so. I've just been sort of waiting for a good opportunity to get it in. And, the thing is, with me doing these reviews, I upload typically about 3 per day, which is more than a little when you really sort of work it out. But at the same time, I try to keep everything replenished and, so that means I've always got a stockpile of stuff. And one of the things that I've been stockpiling, because I've been doing a series of, reviews, is in relation to, boom, in-house sodas. This one specifically comes from Kroger, hence it's Big K Cola, and it's all Christmassy because, Thanksgiving's coming up. But yeah, so this is part of a series of videos I've been doing for a little bit now, where I've been going over there, trying out, the discount, in-house sodas, and just kind of seeing, what do they have to offer? Is there something to them? Are they worth, paying a little bit less, or should we just go through, the big boys and pay our dues? I don't know, but we're going to try out some Kroger Cola. It looks like this. We'll kind of do it like this. Ha 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 ha. Let's try out some Kroger Cola. I got it at Mariano's because Mariano's is owned by Kroger. Doesn't smell bad. The last one of these I did, you could smell the cheapness, so let's give it a go. Not bad. Definitely world's better. What the hell was the last one I did? Oh, I did I did a cola from Dollar General. Yeah, dollar store cola. World's better than that. This definitely has more going for it. For one thing, it has a better carbonation level. The Dollar General stuff, man, it was almost flat. It wasn't flat. There was still some carbonation, but they clearly had skimped on that. The carbonation level, not bad. Yeah, it's okay. This is kind of what I would expect from basically a budget in-house cola. Is it as good as Coke or Pepsi or RC? No, because it doesn't have a lot of personality. It's very one note. It really is just that cola flavor. And that's fine. Again, it's a budget thing. It's there, it serves a purpose. There's no funky aftertaste to it or anything. I wouldn't say a lot of these. One of the biggest grievances I have with a lot of them, they taste kind of thin, almost a little watered down. This, not too bad in that regard. It doesn't taste as strong as a Coke or a Pepsi or an RC, but it doesn't feel just inherently weak. It's not bad. The carbonation level definitely helps a lot. And the thing is, too, it's easy to think of carbonation simply as, a more textural experience, gives it that nice little kick. But the reality is it actually is a flavor aspect, too. It alters the flavor of whatever you add it to some extent. So, if you have less carbonation or more carbonation, it's going to affect how, something comes out. When you have almost no carbonation, like with that Dollar General bullshit, Yeah, like, it's perfectly fine. There is nothing I dislike about this. It is just not, I don't dislike anything about it, but I don't love anything about it either. Like, it really is, this might be the perfect definition of just, just a budget cola. And again, that's perfectly fine. It's, if I'm putting it, if I'm going through, all the budget colas and stuff that I've reviewed over, the past several months, I mean, it's definitely not up there as one of the better ones, like, like your signature select cola, which I actually enjoyed quite a bit. I think Sam's Cola probably beats it out too from Walmart. Although I'd be interested to sort of do like maybe one day I'll do like an actual special and like I'll do like all the budget colas in my area. But it's definitely better than, I would still put it like slightly higher. It's closer to the top than it is to the bottom. It's definitely better than like Walgreens Cola, Aldi. It's not bad. Again, it's not throwing anything at me that's memorable, but at the same time, like, that's a good thing and a bad thing. Because on the one hand, yeah, I'm not particularly attached to it. I wouldn't say, oh boy, that's my favorite thing, because there's just nothing to bite into. But on the other end of that, I'm not going to go over there and say, like, oh man, that's absolutely terrible. It tastes like freaking horse anus. Because if something tastes like freaking horse anus, I'm going to remember that for a while. So, but yeah, that's honestly an okay cola. No gripes with that. But, two questions have to be asked. Would I get it again? Would I recommend it? Sure and sure. Like, it's not an overwhelming recommendation, because it's like, it's fine. It does the job that it needs to do, and it does so admirably. But it is, again, by its own definition, it's just, it is just a straight budget cola. It's not going to give you a lot, and it's not giving me a lot to work with, but at the same time, I'm not having a bad time with it. It's serviceable. It's a utility cola. That's what it's doing. And I think for myself, the reality is that I have other brands that I would go to before this one. But if I happen to be at a Mariano's, or I don't think there's any Krogers in Illinois, but if I was someplace where there was an actual Kroger, sure. If for whatever reason, like, it's fine, and as I am, trying to go over there and be a little bit more budget conscious, as I get older and stuff like that, sure. If I'm recommending it, like, it's perfectly fine. And I'll use the example I always use. And I used it when I was talking about the Dollar General stuff, wherein these type of colas and these type of sodas are perfect for if you're having people around. Because let's say you got a bunch of people coming over to your place. Maybe the game's on, or there's fights, or, I don't know, maybe you're just a sociable individual. I don't know what the fuck your life is. Maybe you fucking frog racing contests. Do you. Whatever the circumstance may be where you find yourself, entertaining house guests, if you want to get them beverages and you don't give a shit about impressing them, this is a perfectly good cola for that. It's going to cost you a little bit less than, the name brand stuff, but at the end of the day, they're fucking freeloading off your shit. Oh, they brought a casserole. Fuck them. They're in your house. They're taking up your heat, your energy. You're in control of the situation. Feed them some, halfway decent cola. And to that end, by comparison to the Dollar General stuff, that shit would lose you friends, and that would make people be concerned about you. That's how funky that stuff was. This, I think people will go over there and walk away, as they're leaving the party or the frog racing competition or what the fuck ever, and just be over there and be like, you think that was like a budget cola? Like, yeah, but yeah. And I think that'll be fine. I don't think you're going to ruin any friendships off that. But anyway, 5 things before I get out of here. Have yourself a great rest of your day, spectacular rest of your week, monumental rest of your month, stupendous rest of your year. Folks, go over there and yourselves a truly good budget cola-tastic rest of your life. Because, yeah, sure, that's a thing. Final 2 things. Number 1, Try to bring some positivity into the world. It's not always possible. It is, however, always appreciated. But what you do if you can't do it all the time, I know I can't do it all the time. Here's what you're going to do, folks. You're going to try not to be an asshole. Folks, not always the easiest thing in the world to not be an asshole. Trust me. I know it. I live it. I'm out there every day with you in it. Life can be stressful and frustrating and just bullshit sometimes, folks. And when we find ourselves in situations where we have to deal with said bullshit, it's important we go over there whenever possible. Take a step back. Try to mitigate the level of assholishness in our lives. Hopefully, do better for ourselves and for those around us. Very final thing, folks, do the thing. Whatever the thing is for you, that's what I want you to go out and do. Folks, I've gone over there and put this plea out there in some of my reviews. I'm going to put it out there in this one. What other discount sodas should I go over there and try? Because, I'm hitting all the ones that I can immediately run into, That's why this little series has continued, because, I didn't realize that Dollar General had their own soda and, Walgreens and shit. So little by little, but, I am slowly exhausting it. So, toss out some names and some ideas and stuff like that. Maybe I'll get around to it. But anyway, bye.